Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for joining again. Another edition of Confessions from Country Boy from Georgia. We're not in the backseat today. Today's edition is a good one. I want to talk about the first time I got a tattoo. I was in the military, of course. Newly wed. Just got married like January the 14th, and I was out on a Westpac in the ship January the 19th. And meaning Westpac, meaning we're going out on the ship with the Navy for 6 months. And, um, so that means I'll be gone for 6 months regardless. So anyway, just got married. Couldn't have found a better soulmate. Just blessed, really blessed. So again, I think I'm 20. How old was I? 1994, blah, 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 give or take. Yeah, 20 years old. Huh. Um, 20 years old. We were in Australia. We just pulled in actually on my birthday. We pulled in on my birthday, June the 16th. And we all had plans to get out and go party and just hang out. We drank a little bit, and I was like, I don't want to drink too much. I wanted to get a tattoo. I didn't know what I was gonna get, and all the guys were just like, "Hey, I'm getting this, I'm getting that." Guys would get a lettering on their stomach like the Tupac. Some was getting, the arm tattoos, and a lot of them was getting the skulls and a lot of the Marine Corps emblems and crap like that. Well, I shouldn't say crap, but just things that I wouldn't get on my body. I choose to do other things. By the way, my first tattoo ended up being a rose with my wife's name. Got it in Australia, female artist. Gotta say, it's a pretty nice story. So I wasn't convinced on what I wanted, and we're walking around. We're just, like I said, we're going from bar to bar, hanging out, drinking, and just kind of partying. And we found two tattoo parlors. We went to one. I didn't get a good vibe for it, so I decided to, let's, go across town to the second one. Went across town. It just so happened I liked the vibe there. The girl was pretty cool. She had a lot of work, a lot of pictures to choose from. I saw this rose, and the rose just called me, and it called me just how elegant, how classy she was, and um, she gave me some options. She talked about my skin and how well the ink goes with, darker complexion. And she says, you have a unique color in the middle. As you can see, like if you look at the in between the actual rose, that light color that you see, it's actually a yellow. And when you put it with brown, so it held up for many, many years. Many, many years, 1994 still. So very, very, very knowledgeable tattoo artist. I just remember we sat down, like it was like maybe four of us, and this one guy, he wasn't really in our clique in a sense, but he hung out with us a little bit because we were on the ship, and he ended up going first, and he wanted to get Thug Life written on his stomach like Tupac. So he started, and man, he was crying and bawling and breathing and huffing and puffing, and it just psyched me out, made me think like, you don't want to do this. So then, of course, I didn't go second. Let another person land. I was like, nah, no problem. You could do it. And I'm like, okay, cool. I got this. I know what I want now. I got a roll. I'm going to have Nikki under it. I'm going to just go with that. And that's what I'm getting. So I'm like, I've been working out. So you're going to really see it. Chest going to be pumping. You know what I'm saying? So at least that's what I thought. So, um, I get to my turn. I remember sitting down in the chair and she's like stenciling it on. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up. No, we're correct. She stenciled it on. She's like, you sure you ready for this? Your first tattoo? You want to put the name, blah, 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 this and that. Went over the whole name. I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do, 100%. Um, so then, she says, you know what? I'm not sold 100%. Let me do this first, Tony. She said, let me at least start at the tip and just like give you one dot, like just to show you how it feels. See if this is really something you really want to do. So I'm leaning back. I'm in a recliner chair. She's like right here in my face and like getting ready to start. And she does the little and she stops. And she says, how was that, Tony? I had my eyes closed. My head was back. She did that and it sounded like it lasted like 4 seconds, or more like 1 second. But that was like 1 second of like 30 seconds of pain. And when I say pain, all I could do was I opened my eyes and I closed them back. And I gotta tell you, it it really, 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 really hurt. It's not something that I would say felt really good. Just something you got to get used to. All I told her was like, go ahead and finish and stop talking. Don't say another word. Because if she said another word, I wasn't going to get it done. I was going to back out of that. That really, really hurt. But I got to tell you, I'm so proud of it. It's the first tattoo I got, and it still stands, and my wife is still beside me on my arm. So just no lesson learned, just sharing that with you, saying, the pain that took to get this tattoo is nothing. All the memories and the joy and the love that she has given me and provided me, it doesn't compare. My first tattoo, well, the only advice I can give to anyone else who decides to get a tattoo, make sure you're of the legal age. Then secondly, make sure it's something that you can see yourself being 50, 60, 70 years old and it's still being on your body, even in not great shape as far as health-wise, if you're big, small. Just if you can imagine that and still see that, then you do that. But if you can't, don't do it. To each his own. Love y'all. Peace.